Hey guys, just want to demonstrate a video on some of the physics of IL2. This is kind of a continuation of the last video series, and here we are in the LaGG3. This was one of the original aircraft that fought in 1941 and throughout World War II for the Russians. It's just a stock LaGG1. I'm using the HSFX 6.0 mod as well as 4.11. 0.1M for IL2. So right now we're cold and dark, and it's I have full realism, full realistic flight modeling. The cool thing about HSFX is that it actually updates the flight model. If you use the expert mode, you'll be using the updated flight models. If you don't use expert, then it's just the stock flight models, or FM. Alright, so we'll go through the quick start here, and I'll throw the mixture on full rich, and actually I'll just crack the mixture here. Got ignition start. And we got a good start here. Alright. Mixture up to full rich, and we'll throw the prop lever up. We'll lock the tail wheel. Get the radiator open for maximum cooling. We'll test all the flight control surfaces. And this is what you would do on a real aircraft, just to make sure everything's working before you actually go flying. We'll start at 30%. Starts rolling. Up to 50. And we'll ease back on the elevator. And then the Russian airframes would be left rudder because the engine turns to the right. It's a 70. Here, go gear up. And so what we'll do is go over here over the water, and we'll go through some basic flight maneuvers just to demonstrate the accurate flight models in IL2, as well as the physics engine. And the climb needs some left rudder, as you can see here. And the ball right there will tell you if you're coordinated in your turns as well as in your climb out. So what I like to do is let's give it some left rudder trim. Yeah, you can see the left pedal's a little bit forward. That just gives you so you don't have to hold that pressure throughout the climb here. Check the temperatures, and they're doing fine. Fuel is full. And we're heading eastbound over the water, so we just have to head westbound to get back to the airfield. Alright, so it seems like we're decently high enough here. First maneuver we'll do is called the departure stall, and that simply is you have a pretty high angle of attack, and it's simulating just taking off. So bring the power back to 80%, and what you want to do is bring the nose up. Maybe you're fumbling around in the cockpit, you don't pay attention. All of a sudden you look up and you're in a very nose-high attitude. So what you want to do is just hold a attitude and just keep holding it until the aircraft starts to buff it. The aircraft's buffeting. And there's a stall. So you want to go full power. Bring the nose down, you break the stall, and you start climbing back up again. That's basically the departure stall. Okay, next thing we'll do is a normal landing stall. And in that configuration, you want to be in the landing configuration, so we'll go ahead and throw some flaps down. Bring the gear down. And flaps to full. So what we'll do here is set our landing configuration, essentially slow flight here. This would simulate you approaching the airfield. So let's say our airfield's down there somewhere. And at a certain point you're going to start your flare, so you go idle on the top. And you just keep bringing the nose up. See the aircraft's buffeting. And you go full power. Break the stall by pushing the nose down, go gear up. Flaps up to take off. It's combat. And you'll start climbing. Wait for that positive rate. And clear the stall. Those are the two kinds of stalls. And if you take flight training as a in real life, if you take some flight training, that's exactly what you go through. See how the aircraft responds in those types of situations. The last thing we do before we head back is some spin recovery. And a spin, essentially, in order for a spin to occur, there has to be a stall first. And stall is independent of airspeed. It has everything to do with angle of attack. It's the angle between your flight path and the chord line of the airfoil, or chord line of the wings, which is, if you draw a line from the leading edge to the trailing edge of the wing, that's the chord line. Okay, so we'll pitch up. Go idle on the power here. And you have to stall the aircraft, and basically we'll cook out full right rudder. And there's a spin. And I'm holding right rudder in order to stay in the spin. Okay, now to recover, you got left rudder, push the nose down. Go idle on the power. Forward elevator. Once the aircraft starts recovering, and you can start pulling out of it very smoothly. And that's how you recover from a stall. Again, same technique in a real aircraft. Obviously, it wouldn't be that dramatic because you're not flying a World War II fighter. Your Cessna's not going to give you necessarily that type of ride, but it's still going to be a heck of a ride. Alright, so we'll head westbound. See if we can find the airfield here.